Let's go back to Kaikoura, where huge uncertainty has given way to immense hope for the future of one very important business. 5 sperm whales were spotted yesterday by Kauahi Nga Pora and his team at Whale Watch Kaikoura. While they were out there, an abundance of dolphins, seals and ocean birds also made themselves visible. Kauahi says the feeling in the boat was very special indeed. They sung a waiata to acknowledge the tahora. All the wonder that draws people to the Kaikoura is still there, Kauahi says, and that means when the road reopens, they're back in business. He described to me seeing that first tail break the ocean surface.
We went out there, John, and we have what we call directional underwater hydrophone, so we can actually listen to the whales. And so we went out to our first spot, and we thought, look, this is the area where we have our first listen. We put the hydrophone in, had a listen, and then we heard the rhythmic clicking noise, which is when you click your fingers together. And we knew instantly there that the whale was still there. And so then we tracked that whale, so that was a huge amount of excitement to start off with. There was a fair bit of screaming and yelling going on. Then we sort of started to track that whale. We tracked that whale for about 30 minutes. And then the whale came up, and I mean, the feeling's just unexplainable. You know, and that's why we just had to, we had to sing that waiata, because it was just so amazing to know that the tahora was still with us and hadn't left. So yeah, the feeling for the crew on board was just absolutely amazing.
Yeah, I bet. And was the clicking, that lovely noise you were doing with your fingers, was that the same as it always was? Were there signs of stress, or was this glorious creature just business as usual?
It's business as usual, John.
Oh, great.
The clicking noise was fine. When the whale came up, business as usual. We're pretty sure that the first whale that we've seen is a whale that we've named Jonah. So we have various identification names for whales based on their shape of their dorsal fin, their tail flukes, various scars. So we're fairly confident the first whale that we've seen is a whale that we call Jonah. And what's more interesting is that this time last year, to the day, is the first time we've seen Jonah in that very same area. Because obviously we keep records of our sightings and the movements of the whales. So that was fantastic. So we've seen Jonah. Then we moved offshore to an area we called a mound that we go to have another listen, and then that one click turned into 3 different whales. And so at the end of the day, we've seen 5 sperm whales. So it was absolutely amazing.
Yeah, I find it very moving just listening to you, because so much is riding on this. And we were talking to the GNS scientists on Friday, and they were telling us stuff that you know, obviously, that the coastline has lifted by 4 metres in some areas. So one can only imagine what was taking place underneath the water. And I guess everyone was terrified that the whales had just gone away.
Yeah, well, there was huge uncertainty. So the fact that we're not only finding whales, I mean, the dusky dolphins are out there. There was a couple of hundred of them. The hector dolphins are there. The seals were there. The amount of bird life that was out there was just, we knew that the ocean was alive when we seen all those albatross and giant petrels flying around. So that, it was just, I mean, it's hard to explain the feeling of knowing that the canyon is still bursting with life. So that means that the experience, the wonder, the things that draw people to Kaikoura are still here. And so that gives us great hope for the future.
And so all you've got to do is get a working road, right? And also, I guess, deal with your marina, because it's not going to work so well at low tide. So there'll be some dredging required there. But from a real sense of concern and trepidation last week, I can hear real possibility in your voice, Kauahi.
Absolutely, absolutely. Once we can host people again, once they can get here, then we can get back out there, and that's fantastic.